We got breaking news out of T-Mobile. Breaking news out of T-Mobile. This article comes to you guys from Phone Arena. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So it looks like T-Mobile is also starting layoffs. It appears to be on the business side. It seems that the consumer side is unaffected for now. But be on the lookout. This could be an extended period of layoffs for T-Mobile through the end of the first quarter. So let's take a look at this here briefly. T-Mobile is shaking things up. Numerous employees working for the business division were notified today that they were being let go, and the sales team was hit the hardest. Though some engineers were also laid off. And then you could see some of the quotes here from the personnel itself that had been laid off. I'm a solutions engineer, just got off a call with my manager about 10 minutes ago. I got laid off, still trying to process. This is just bad time, man. Can we at least wait till the first quarter? I know it's bad regardless of how it's looked at, but can we at least wait to do this to the first quarter and not do this in a time when everybody's supposed to be in a holiday spirit and happy, and then they're getting hit with layoff notices? And that's for the whole wireless industry, not just T-Mobile. I'm talking Verizon, AT&T. Can we wait at least until the first quarter to do this and not do it like a few weeks, 2 weeks before Christmas? And then you can see several other people have been posting about this. There's also LinkedIn posts about this. The onboarding process has also been impacted, with T-Mobile possibly implementing a hiring freeze. So that's coming into play too now. The layoffs might continue through next year, potentially lasting through February or the end of the first quarter, as I mentioned. While T-Mobile isn't trimming the consumer group for now, there have been spillover effects. T-Mobile will reportedly create a new consumer account executive role in retail stores for business with fewer than 25 employees. T-Life is a big factor, right? So there's going to be probably more scrutiny going forward on store rep performance. If they're not using the T-Life app to a certain extent, if they're not pushing certain products and selling more, they will probably be walking on eggshells, so to speak, more or less. And then if they don't hit those numbers, I mean, they're going to be probably very quickly counseled, verbally, write-ups, and then they'll probably just be let go. That's how that's going to work. The sales environment has always been cutthroat. It's always been very competitive. But now, if T-Mobile is really pushing to downsizing and becoming even leaner than they already are, then that's going to be how they're going to make the environment feel. They're going to make it feel like you're walking on eggshells. So what does it mean for customers? Briefly, the cuts may affect operations in the business unit, at least temporarily, and degrade the experience for customers, since retail stores will pick up some of the slack. Wait times for getting served may increase. So T-Life is really the big picture here, right? So retail picking up some of the slack. If they're pushing everybody to T-Life, that's going to already, upset some customers because they don't want to deal with T-Life. They don't want to deal with the app. They came to the store to deal with somebody, and that person is really just training them on how to do it on T-Life. For the time being, I guess creating that account executive position in store with employees less than 25. I guess you can do business accounts now at the retail level, which is fine. But this is just T-Mobile looking at ways to further be more operationally efficient. And then present that in their guidance in 2026 and 2027. So I think this continues throughout the next year. I don't think it's just going to end at the end of the first quarter. I think we will see T-Mobile cutting positions here and there throughout the year, and then going into 2027 as well. And there's apparently going to be a bigger shift at T-Mobile internally too, at the top level. I mean, yesterday we saw John Fryer being appointed the COO. I think, I haven't seen it on paper, but I think Mike Katz is now the president of consumer, and then they moved somebody into his spot. So there's some shuffling going on at T-Mobile. Further cuts are being made. Does that present a problem for Verizon and AT&T? I got to assume yes, because T-Mobile is getting leaner. They were already smaller employee-wise versus Verizon and AT&T. So Verizon is trying to cut to compete with T-Mobile. and here goes T-Mobile cutting even more. So that's going to be tough, right? It's going to be tough to really get to the T-Mobile level of staff. I said it recently, T-Mobile is likely looking to get back to pre-Sprint numbers. Before Sprint merger, T-Mobile was at like 50-some thousand employees. I think T-Mobile is well on its way of getting back to that number, even as a bigger company. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.